Welcome to POW Talk with Bishop Jamal Womack-El, better known as POW, your professor of wellness. A world-class naturopathic holistic scientist and herbalist who's been improving people's lives for over 40 years through God's divine word. POW will share life-changing principles for your health and wealth, covering a cornucopia of subjects on holistic living that will refresh, encourage, and guide you towards a higher zone of living. It's time for you to be, do, and have all that the Creator originally intended for you. So let's get up, over the top with your most trusted name in holistic living. Life coach, speaker, and author, the prophet of wellness, Bishop Jamal Womack-El.
Well, welcome to another exciting day. This is a magnificent day because we're going to actually talk about something concerning health, healing, and wellness that is not new, but it is actually an old practice and an old healing modality called auriculotherapy. Now, auriculotherapy is a technique where you're using points on the skin of the external ear to actually analyze any type of imbalances as well as pain, even helping people to overcome pain and even to begin to evaluate the wellness conditions of the body. So it's also referred to as auricular medicine. And you find that there are practitioners all over the world that use this particular therapy to, they treat pain, addictions, internal disorders with excellent results, even help to raise up the frequency of a person's body, as well as the vibration and also voltage, and has some magnificent, outstanding results. Now, whether used in conjunction with another type of treatment or by itself, auriculotherapy is often effective, especially when there are other approaches that have actually failed or treatments have failed. And best of all, it's really a safe, non-toxic, non-invasive, and virtually free of side effects. Now, how does auriculotherapy actually work? Well, you have particular points, specific points, direct points on the ear that have been mapped for dealing with certain problems as well as specific challenges. And then these points, when stimulated, they often have like a positive effect of raising up the body's voltage as well as vibration and frequency, and have a positive effect on the target area of the body, because each area is mapped that represents certain systems of the body. So the exact mechanism by which these points on the ear affect other parts of the body, and it's also so much more that's subject to ongoing research. But if you actually do a study of anything dealing with acupuncture, Asian medicine, you'll begin to see meridian points. You'll begin to see there's several theories that are currently even under investigation, how people have gotten so many positive results from actually using auriculotherapy, especially when it comes to anxiety. You have particular points called point zero. You have also a point called adrenal gland C, also the tranquilizer point, which gets people to relax more, people who are stressed. You have what is called the master cerebral, as well as the master of nervousness, the vagus nerve on the ear, the heart C, the Shen Min, which is the most popular one, and then the sympathetic automatic point. These are very powerful. Now, if you get a session, what should you expect? Well, your practitioner will usually begin by inspecting certain points that might be related to your problem on one or both of your ears. So the ears may be checked by a visual inspection, palpitation, also electrical testing, which I highly recommend. What is the voltage that your body is actually operating under? It's measured as what's called millivolts, which is very important. So when therapeutically active points are located, they will actually be evaluated, as well as you will begin some type of naturopathic or holistic approach to actually help you with, particular modalities that include electrical or laser stimulation or pressure, just tapping on a tack or a seed to the skin. Or sometimes there's the insertion of some very small acupuncture needles, depending on what type of practitioner you're actually using. It could be someone who is skilled in acupuncture or acupressure. Now, what can this therapy actually do for a client, for a student, for someone who wants better wellness, better health, better healing? Auriculotherapy is, again, one of the most commonly used tools in any type of ancient modalities or Chinese medicine, TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, even Ayurvedic medicine for pain control, any type of addictions, cravings, weight loss, help also definitely with mental or emotional problems. Now, there are points and protocols that exist for the holistic approach for many internal disorders as well. Now, because auriculotherapy can address any part of the body, nearly any problem could actually be addressed by auriculotherapy as a primary or even complementary form of care. And there are so many things that auriculotherapy has been actually used for. Like I said, weight control, alcoholism, PMS, knee pain, smoking withdrawal, headaches, hemorrhoids, asthma, anxiety, allergies, stuttering, sore throat, gallbladder challenges, hemorrhoids, hyperactivity, toothache, constipation, bladder control, asthma, and the list goes on. There's hundreds of more. Just ask your practitioner or your naturopath or your holistic health provider about these particular options specific for you. And I know, especially during this time of the season of spring, chronic fatigue needs to be addressed. Rheumatoid arthritis needs to be addressed. Anxiety, and it actually helps with all of these particular things. Now, here's a question I get. Is it painful? It's generally very comfortable. Now, if your practitioner uses electrical stimulation, you might feel a mild, and it's a very mild, electrical sensation. Now, if a needle is used, you might feel a small needle prick. And then there are other forms of treatment like laser that may not produce any sensation at all. So how quickly could you expect relief? Well, when you're dealing with auriculotherapy, it often produces very rapid effects. This is what I like about it. And some of the modalities take effect immediately when others are when other types of treatments people take, it might take a lot of time. A lot of times dealing with this method, you feel it immediately. And then it becomes more increasingly effective with more sessions, as well as going through more practices of this particular type of healing modality. Now, why does I'm thinking of some questions you might ask. Why does my practitioner use auriculotherapy? Well, again, it's used sometimes by itself, or it's used in conjunction with other forms of approaches. And auricular therapy is, number one, very safe. It's often effective, and is a real effective, again, form of basically healing and wellness. Now, side effects are extremely low because as a natural form of naturopathic holistic approach or modality, it does not involve any type of toxicity approaches. It does not involve any drugs, and it does not involve any surgery. So your practitioner's choice to actually use auriculotherapy for your condition is evidence of a commitment to provide the best possible holistic approach in the form of safe, natural therapies to bring you to wholeness, wellness, health, and healing. So I would say to each and every one of you, go get some healing with some auriculotherapy today. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to POW Talk. If you enjoyed this podcast and would like to learn more about the benefits of holistic health to reach a higher zone of living, go to our website, www.BsW&x.com, and be sure to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on new episodes. Until next time, remember, there's only one place to go. Up, 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 and over the top.